Hey everybody, this is Ahdoom and welcome back to another exciting episode of Let's Play Darkest Dungeon Crimson Court. I don't know why I do that voice, it just amuses me. Let's press on regardless. I'm not quite yet brave enough to enter the courtyard. Despite the fact that it's only a short apprentice level 1, I kind of want to enter the courtyard with a strong party of at least 2 level 2s. So I'm going to hold off for one round, which should hopefully get Reynold and Dismas up to the appropriate level with enough cash to hopefully also change up their abilities. I'm holding on to a few trinkets that I'm probably never going to use and I could sell to afford those upgrades, but I'm just being a bit conservative as things go through. I've got a party built up and a map chosen. It's going to be a medium, so I can get myself some of the sweet loots. As I mentioned, Reynold is rocking a Defender's Sealed. We have Dismas, who is blind and empty. We're going to take Fromentin, the Seeker Bounty Hunter, and Bose, the Seeker Occultist, to get some of them sweet heals. Let's provision up and get in there. Again, not sure what that laudanum does as yet. I'm going to have to wait until someone tells me how that actually works. If you know, please drop me a line in the comments. In the meantime, I'm going to pick up 2 holy waters, 2 medicinal herbs, 2 keys, 2 shovels, torch and a half, and a food, and 4. As is my standard, there will be some that goes to waste, but that's just going to have to be acceptable losses. Let's embark in and get into our first dungeon of the episode. I'm enjoying playing from the start. Everything makes sense when you're a lobby. Everything makes sense when you're a lobby. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching these. I'm having a great time making them. Let's get in there.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Wonderful. So, pathing for this map is pretty clear cut. We're going to have to take that fork. What we'll do is we'll probably work our way all the way around and then back up again. And if we take care of all the battle rooms, we'll make a decision as to whether we want to press on regardless. Stress levels are pretty high, but they're mostly high in the front positions. And I now do have a stress remediation ability with the Crusaders. Oh, good dodge. Good dodge with the Crusaders' Inspiring Cry. But let's press on and see what we have to see. Haven't yet had a chance to cure his kleptomania, but regardless we can still activate that alchemy station for actually pretty weak returns, to be entirely honest, given the cost of the medicinal herbs. Torch up and let's see what is behind door number 1. An empty room, but the chance to scout, and ahead of us we can see a corridor battle and a curio, which is just fine by me. I am itching to kill. My trigger finger is ready to rock. Oh, I didn't get there in time. But there are no penalties. Should always wander around with my inventory open. Should always wander around with my mouse around here, but just too slow. We're in Radiant, which is just fine by me. Switch down to Dim, unfortunately, and we don't get the surprise on these guys. But we can make do regardless. Caltrops. I haven't seen this ability. Is this new, or did I just forget that it existed? It's a bleed attack. It also debuffs speed and accuracy, which is pretty handy. I could also go for Finish Him, which won't give me a chance for a kill. Look, I'm sure that someone will be able to do a supporting attack in a meaningful way, so let's just drop that on the Brigand Fusilier. 7 damage taken, and that's all we have to say about that. Could go for a pistol shot to finish him off, and the odds are in my favor. Let's make it happen. Boom, and gone. Absolutely wonderful. Abyssal Artillery is useless, Vulnerability Hex is useless, but I can drop a mark. And I think I will. Mark dropped, and dodge debuffed as well. Uppercut strike on the Crusader for 3 damage. Nothing to be too concerned about. Uppercut slice on the Bounty Hunter. 4 damage, nothing to be too concerned about. And we have been juggled around ever so slightly. With that said though, I will look to try and get a kill where a kill can be made on the back row. 8 damage, not too shabby. Pretty confident I can finish him off with the Highwayman, but I'm not sure where the turn order is going to be. Their speed is 3. My speed is 7. Bounty Hunter speed is 5. Occultist speed is 6. Everyone but the Crusader will get in there. Okay, so I'll spread the damage out. That's prudent. Brigand Cutthroat, 5 damage plus a bit of bleed to go along with that. Cannot do anything with the Bounty Hunter because they're out of position, and all I can really do is let's drop a mark. Why not? That's regrettable, and this guy gets a turn in regardless, even with the speed of 2. 3 damage on the Highwayman, and we're all a little bit damaged. It's sort of out of position as well, which is kind of annoying. We can try Into the Abyss, we can try Heal. Heal is probably my most prudent course. 4 down, 3 down, 3 down. How much damage? Pretty low damage, but there's a chance of a stun there. Let's take that. Oh! Crit 4. Not too shabby, but that does reduce torch levels, which will prevent me from using that too often. I can try and go for a stun, and the chance for it to take are pretty good. So let's do that. 2 damage plus stun takes. Fantastic. Gives me a bit of freedom. Also a chance to do a bit of healing as well. This guy's out of action for the turn, and I can probably just finish him off now, which I think I will.
Continue the onslaught.
Dunsky.
Destroy them all.
Picked up some extra food, and that's what I'm going to use to get some heals going. Lovely stuff. Quick rejigger of party orders, and we are kitted for bear. Let's carry on into the empty room and see if we get a scout for the next trench. No scouts, unfortunately, so we're going to have to clear that room just to make sure we're getting 100% of room battles with a chance to make ourselves a bit more gold, which we will take.
If only
Nice.
treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Pressing on, and that's our first hunger check. Not too bad. And it's an empty room, which is just fine by me. We get some scouting ahead, though, which is also quite handy. And just remember, our pathing through this is going to be around the way and then up, so we don't waste more torch than we have to. We'll also need to pick a time to drop a camp. We've got a pretty good situation with food overall, so we can be prudent about that as to where we can get the most health and the most stress reduction. Stress is not currently a... okay, alright. Is that curiosity or is that kleptomania? What is that? Hylomania. Okay, that's fine, and that played out. Journal page.
Day 1. Rare are travelers on the road this autumn, and rather than starve, I pressed my last coin into the hand of one who dealt in rumors and shadows. Ravens carried cryptic notes that there was a person, or persons, who was pledging coin for services best left unmentioned in a hamlet I'd never heard of. I'm packing to leave immediately.
Alright, Journal of Darius. Highwayman. I have not seen a highwayman named Darius. I think I know why that is. It's because he met
An untimely end in the darkest dungeon.
I'm not sure if his voice is coming through clearly or well on the microphone. If I sound like a silly git,
Blazing star is
just let me
born.
know. And let's press on. I don't know what went away there. Was it some spare food? Yeah, it was. Okay. Alright, no scouting. Let's just press on regardless. We have an obstacle to clear,
The
which we will
cold
do
stone
with
seems bent on preventing passage.
haste. Torchlight is boosted back up, and no corridor battles as yet. Empty room. Nope. Okay. Bone courtiers of 2, a soldier and a defender. We now have some options. There's a remote chance for an insta-kill in the back row, which is quite attractive. There's no chance of a kill in the front row. Or I could mark, but I'm not going to do that in the initial because let's try and get some early kills in. Nice insta-kill. Nice insta-kill. We could follow up with a bleed here or a pistol shot in the back row, which we can probably close off with the occultist, which sounds quite attractive to me. Let's try and limit our exposure to stress. Dodge. Double dam. Let's drop that. Pistol artillery for 6 damage. Not too shabby, and we'll take some stress on the occultist. That goes without saying. Yep. But this is why we have camping abilities. I haven't actually checked what camping abilities I have. I could have no useful camping abilities, but in theory, this is why we have camping abilities. And while I'm faffing on, we're just dodging everything left, right, and center, which is just fine by me. Chance for insta kill on the soldier, which I will absolutely take. Boom!
Another one falls.
Taken care of nicely. Tempting Goblet drops on the Highwayman for 3 damage and a bit of stress as well. Not too worried here because I can probably close this guy off with an Abyssal Artillery. Yeah, odds are good, and odds are done. Only chap we have left to worry about is going to be the Bone Defender, which I think we can make some fairly short work out of. Let's start by opening a Vein, which will give me better damage. Yeah, yes, it gives me the best of all available damage. Only 4, but we'll take what we can get. That debuff is in place, though. We can follow things on with a Collect Bounty, which we will drop. Doesn't really make any difference, to be honest, which one it is. 6 damage, not too shabby at all. 5 hit points left, and an Axe Blade drops 3 damage down on the Highwayman, who is now a good candidate for a heal. In fact, he's a good candidate for a stress heal, to be honest, because I'm pretty comfortable in faffing away a turn, given that we're only in 2 and now 3. I could faff even further, to be honest. That may not be a bad call. Crusader will come through last, we'll take some more damage. The Cultist is going to heal in... What's your speed? Speed is -1. Chance to kill you, so let's not take that shot. Let's just buff ourselves. Right, we're now in hardcore faffing territory. We will drop a mark down on this chappy here because we need to occupy these turns in a way which is relatively constructive. Wood Reconstruction on the Highwayman, crit for 8 and no bleed. Fantastic, so that's everything I wanted to get from this. We'll drop a small heal and destruction on the Cultist as well. And our torch is being buffed as we do this. Dead weight drops on the Crusader for 5 damage, which is a crit, and everyone takes some stress probably. But I'm still happy with that faff. The faff worked out, everything is just fine. And there's the kill.
Give them no quarter.
Lovely. Good spread of items.
Trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Excuse me. And those busts will come in quite handy as the game progresses. Don't get a scout, so we're still running blind, but that is perfectly fine. Food situation is not amazing, but we should get a decent camp in, provided we don't take an additional hunger check. Let's torch up and press on. 2 maggots in the spitter, no surprise, and the spitter is obviously the priority. Good chance for an insta-kill, let's see how we do. Boom! Beautiful critical hit, and everyone's stress goes down as a result. Not much we can do in terms of, well, we can do a weird construction on the Crusader, that's fine. 5 up, so he's topped off. Does he take a bleed? He does not. Superb. Open vein right here for the insta-kill. Lovely jubbly. And then we'll take 1 attack from a grave there. 6 damage, which is pretty profound. Bit of stress, but no other ill effects, which is fine by me. Could spend the turn faffing, but actually, you know what? The Occultist and the 3... Oh, it's the D8 is going to be the modifier there, so let's just take care of business now. Job's done. Not amazing loot in this dungeon so far, but, you know, sometimes you just live rather than making piles and piles of gold. Again, no scouts to give me a reveal on a secret room either, so that's going to be how it is. Yep. Oh! I'm going to have to keep that key because I want me that secret room. Oh boy howdy, yes indeed. Actually, you know what? I'm going to back up. I'm going to beeline it for the secret room. And I'll also pick up those traps on the way. You know what? I'm in a good place for torch, so I'm going to be a bit of a completionist. And, yeah, take that hunger check. This is a stress reducer, and the highest stress is on Dismas, who also has some. There we go. 30 stress, absolutely gone. And you know what? We're not even going to double back now because... Actually, we might just. Let's do the secret room. Let's grab the secret room first. It's the money that we need at this stage. We have higher overheads for upgrades, for all sorts. Here we go. Secret room. Key. Barristan's head, and Dismas is... Yet again, Dismas finds his own head in the dungeon. That never stops being weird. And now, as much as I did this in my last playthrough, I'm going to stop for a moment and go through some scenarios. Dismas found his own head. How could this happen? Was Dismas actually killed? Because he came with me down the road. He opened the road with me, but was he killed? Is this Dismas actually an impersonator? Is he a bandit that's coming along with Reynold the Crusader to kill him, to profit from him, to betray him at a appropriate, inevitable moment? Did he dispose of the real Dismas in the ruins to hide his shame? Is there some kind of temporal vortex? Is Dismas killed in the future, throwing his dismembered head in a sack back in time? That's a theory. Is Dismas a doppelganger? How in the hell has this happened? Anyway, I'll stop ranting. It's one of my pet pet loves of this game is the foible of finding Dismas's head with Dismas. It's one of the reasons why I want to make it down to the secret room really, really early with Dismas in party. But in any case, we have some battles to do. Let's get in there, and we have dim light, corridor battle, and no surprise on 2 Fusiliers and 2 Cutthroats. That can work out for me. No chance of an insta-kill on anyone. We can try and work down one of these front rank guys that will do us more damage. Again, the focus for us is to kill the guys that can spread the damage the furthest, though, because spread damage is more of a problem for me given my healing abilities. So let's focus on this Fusilier. Dodge, okay, that happens. Drop an Abyssal Artillery regardless. 5 and 3, not too shabby. Can I get a kill? Pretty good chance, pretty bad chance. Let's take a chance. Oh, not quite enough. Alright, 2 hit points left. Blanket Fire will drop inevitably. 1, 2, and 3 damage with a resist from a Crusader. I need to focus heals on the Hierophant. That is for sure. 1's all round, and we are now debuffed with some pretty epic dodge reductions. Chance to stun is pretty high, and I'm going to take that chance right now because, my golly, I don't want to be taking more damage than I have. Damn it! Damn it, he resisted. Shank on the Occultist, 6 damage down, and he is now the squishiest of them all. Uppercut Slice on the Bounty Hunter, and things are not looking as wonderful as they were only a few moments ago. Unfortunately, let's get a weird reconstruction on the Occultist before he dies. It's 10 up, which tops him off and puts him in a good place to suffer those bleeds. Uppercut comes back immediately, though, unfortunately, but only for 2 damage, and it shuffles him back into the ideal position, opening up my Bounty Hunter for some good damage there. I'm going to try and finish off this Fusilier who has an active turn. Alternatively, I can Grape Shot, which should kill him as well, and will spread the damage. That's the better call. Let's do it. Boom. Alrighty, Crusader is now in a better place to get the kill on this Cutthroat, but I need to take the chance on the one with an active turn still. Let's hope for the best. Boom! Alright, that worked out. Okay, so I've denied them a move, which puts me in a much better position overall. Spray damage across with Blanket Fire, and the debuffs are really becoming a problem. I'm going to need to do something about someone, but right now my best bet is to try and collect bounty. Yep, same damage regardless of the attack. Let's do it, and that kill has dropped. Only one left, but he is somewhat far away. Blanket Fire again. Wow, that's some pretty significant damage. All I can do to damage this guy right now is drop a Caltrops on him. I could try and spend a few turns faffing, or I could try and just take him out. Let's take him out. Let's take him out. Alright. Alright.
Success so clearly in view.
Okay.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
So I'm going to try something out. I don't know if I can camp in here. Yes! I can camp in the secret room, which means I don't have to walk all the way backwards.
It's a goal without hope.
Right, let's look for some abilities. Let's amp our chance of surprise, that is for sure. Can take care of stress. You can take care of heal and bleed, though, which is pretty handy, because that person is quite squishy. Can look at some buffs, can look at some stress reduction. Health-wise, I think I'm fine. Increased damage on range skills is pretty compelling, given that all of the skills I want from you are range skills. So let's drop that now. Unless... Party. Negative 15 stress and negative... Yes, that's the one for me. That is the one for me, and that leaves me with 1 point left, which I probably can't use with anyone. Nope, nope, nope. That's a waste, but I think that party stress heal is going to be the most useful that we've had. No chance for an ambush.
Promise of safety.
And we need some food, but we've certainly been maxed out as much as we can, and hopefully our hunger checks don't come through too quickly. Obelisk, Acolyte, Soldier, and a Brawler to deal with. Let's start off by trying to get some damage done on that Acolyte. 10 damage, so hopefully the Occultist ability will take care of the rest. Not sure if I should be doing the Abyssal Artillery or if I should just be... Okay, you're dead regardless. Let's spread out the damage. Done. Alright, not too shabby. Now we need to be healing. 16 and 18. Let's try a weird reconstruction right here. Crit for 14. Beautiful stuff. And bleeds. No bleed. Fantastic. Crawl to the face on the Occultist, but he dodges. Graveyard Slash on the Bounty Hunter for 7 damage, so it was a darn good thing we healed up, ran to the old gods, gets dodged because Dismas the Highwayman, despite carrying his own head, is massively, massively OP. Alright, let's... can't equip these things right now. Probably should have, to be honest. But, can't probably deal with the stress, to be honest. Let's look where we can get our best chance for a kill. That's a pretty good shot. That's not as amazing a shot. Let's take out the Bone Soldier. Oh, not enough. Only 7 damage done, 1 hit point left, which leaves him open for Grape Shot. Weirder Construction will definitely drop on Dismas for the moment. 9 up, and no bleed. Fantastic. Alright, Grape Shot Blast will kill him and lower his health, which is just fine by me. Just want to try and take advantage of the most possible damage. Have a remote shot for an insta-kill, which isn't too shabby. Doesn't really change either way. Let's... beautiful critical hit there. And that Obelisk is now in range for some attacks. Great dodge again from Dismas, and let's see what we can do. Now, don't mind reducing the stress on the Occultist, and I don't have a direct reach for this Obelisk yet, so let's do that. Critical heal, which is going to give me critical stress relief as well. Fantastic. Quarrel the face. Hits for 5, and that's of concern. But let's follow things on with a pistol shot right here. Crit for 14. Beautiful shot. And with only 1 hit point left, he is finished.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Now we have to complete 100% of the battle rooms, which means we're going to have to finish everything. The question is whether we're going to finish everything with more or less battles. And I think that having more chances to heal with lower level corridor battles will leave me in better stead than not. So let's press on and do just that. We're going to enter into a corridor battle as soon as we start this, so let's get in there. Still in Radiant. Yep, no surprise. That's fine. We can work with that. Tempting Goblet on the Occultist. 2 damage, and it's going to be a self-heal, I'm thinking, on him. Looking where we can do the most damage. Remote chance of an insta-kill on the front position there. Pistol shot instead could not get a kill on anyone, so let's take a chance of an insta-kill on the front position. Boom. That's 1 less action on their team's turn. Next up, we need to look at where we can do some effective damage. There is a chance for an insta-kill on the Courtier. We're going to have to take that. Boom! Beautiful critical for 15. And that takes out one of my biggest concerns. Wither Construction, only 1, but no bleed at least, so relatively minimal negative penalties. Sorry there, just had to do a quick sneeze. Fortunately, I took off my headphones before I did it. Following things on, we have a chance to smite out that soldier to death, so let's do just that. Just enough damage for exactly the response we were looking for. And following on, we've got to make our decisions about what to do. Pistol shot's the only thing that can hit. And it doesn't even hit at all. Again, sometimes these things happen. Let's try for a Wither Construction one more time on the Occultist. Up by 3. Not incredible by any measure, but again, we're still in the game. Let's do a finish him on position 3. 9 damage, which still leaves him in the match. Quarrel on Dismas, 4 damage, but very, very survivable. Let's do something. Stress heal. That's prudent. We're only in turn 2. There's only 1 of them left. I think we've got this, to be honest. I think we've got this right now. And we do. Beautiful critical.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Empty pack. I'm getting worried about hunger checks taking me out of the game in terms of damage and stress, so I'm going to have to hope that we find some food somewhere. 2 rebels, an Arbalist. Arbalist. Is it an Arbalist or an Arbalist? Arbalist feels nicer to say. Arbalist may not be correct. Let's start things off by trying to get some damage done on the back row, or some guarantee. No, damage on the back row. 5 damage, not amazing. Let's not do that again. Let's follow things on with a pistol shot right here. No chance for a hit, I was going to say. But that's how it goes sometimes. Wither Construction on the Bounty Hunter. Up by 2. And a bleed. So we're worse off than we were before, which kind of bones, but what can you do? Let's look through here. Anything I can use in a constructive way? The answer is no. Pretty good chance for an insta-kill. Remote chance for an insta-kill. Let's take care of the rebel first up. That's 1 less action. That surprise really wasn't incredibly well utilized, but we'll, that happens sometimes. Crawl to the face, and it's a dodge. Thank you, RNGesus, for your kindly dodges. Graveyard Slash, thank you for spraying the damage, Soldier, and we're looking absolutely fine. Tempting Goblet on the Bounty Hunter, and he's not looking amazing given that bleed damage coming through. He's going to be a focus for some healing, but let's try one more time with Finish Him. Better chance to hit here, but the Crusader can definitely take that on. 9 damage, almost a kill, not quite enough. Let's see how things play out. 3 damage on the Highwayman, but I think we've got the finishing blow right now on... Actually, let's take a... Yeah, Grave Shot's the best call. Oh! Dodge and miss! Really? Okay, let's... That's a better weird reconstruction. Bleed is resisted, and he's topped up with only a few more bleed damage to go. Smite you. Not enough for a kill. Hopefully a Grave Shot will finish those two off in the next turn. Tempting Goblet, though, drops on the Crusader, but drops just short. Let's try Grave Shot again. 75% chance to hit. That's better. That's much better. And given where health is at, let's drop a Weird Reconstruction on the Highwayman. Only up by 1. Hopefully no bleed. No bleed. Alright, well, that's pretty neutral play out. Finish him on the Courtier. No kill, unfortunately, but we're going to have him in the next turn. Let's, though, spend a turn just dealing with some of the stress that this cultist has picked up over the last few turns and buffing up our torch. Can't quite get a, if it bleeds, but we can get a shot in, and that is everything cleaned up.
This expedition at least promises success.
What the hell is that? The core is unyielding, the urge is irresistible, only the blood will quell this thirst. I think this is an item I need to feed the guys that go vampire. Right, just for shits and giggles, let's equip Dismas with his own head, if I can. Which was, yeah, Dismas's head. There you go, Dismas, you've got your own head. Barristan's head gives prot and stress, that's fine by me, and now we have plenty of room in the inventory for everything that we've got. Let's check the unlocked strongbox, which is trapped, but we resist its wicked ways. Pressing on, we're in good light, we are low on food, and hopefully this crate gives us what we're looking for. Nope, that one is empty. Pressing on, those books we can ignore, and this is the last battle we have to do, but we can double back for those curios, should we be bad enough to do so.
May we find victory.
Alright, Defender, Brawler, Acolyte, Arbalist, and they are all surprised, which gives me a narrow window of opportunity. I may well just try again for the faint hope of a finishing blow on somebody. Let's try it on the Enchantress. 5 damage, those things just don't work out. I don't even know why I bother. Can try and get a bleed in place. Pistol shot could well get the kill, and actually the odds are pretty good. Let's limit the stress we take. Boom! Crit of 17, and that Arbalist has to move 1 forward, which I am eminently grateful for. I could spend the time marking someone, which would increase the damage that the... Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that on the Bone Defender. Your dodge is greatly reduced, and let's try and drop a smite down on this Brawler. Only 8 damage, but that's completely fine. Rend the Old Gods on the Crusader, who takes 1 damage and no bleed. Quarrel in the face of the Bounty Hunter. That's 5, but 5 is very survivable. Axeblade on the Crusader again, 4 damage, but tanks are tanks for a reason. Alright, now that we have a mark on someone, we can start to do some increased damage. Nice. That 11 is going to go a long way. I can focus a Winter Construction right here, I think. Yes! 8 up, so we're topped off, and no bleed. Lovely jubbly. Shall we finish off someone? I think we shall. Now, will Grape Shot get the... No, it won't. Alright, let's finish off this chappy here. Alright, he's gone. Quarrel to the face of the Occultist, who dodges. Dodge, 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 dodge. Oh, it's dodging around. We're all artful dodgers. How wonderful. Now, your chance to take a stun is pretty good. I can do that. Or I can faff. And we're in turn 2, I'm going to faff. Spend as little time in the tavern or the abbey as possible. So, by all means, let us faff. Let's drop a mark where we need one on position 3.
The ground quakes.
Nice. Oh, huge critical on the bounty hunter.
Palpable fear.
But we dodge that attack in particular. Let's look at where we have opportunities. Plus 25% damage to the marked. Don't mind if I do. There we go. Next up. No range on collect bounty, but I think I can just finish him the old-fashioned way. Oh, not quite enough. That is rather frustrating. All right, let's stop faffing as much. No, let's keep faffing. Let's keep faffing. No, let's not faff. Let's take out this brawler. Boom, shakalaka. Next turn, the Crusader can faff because he'll have no options. But you know what? Let's just take care of business. Bang.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Let's just keep going. There's still some treasures to find. You know, I'm still hoping for no health checks. Let's open up the sarcophagus and see what we can see. Yup, hidden treasures, and that gold all stacks. We've got 2 curios we can probably get to relatively easily. I'm hoping for no hunger checks. If I get a hunger check, I'm going to be absolutely crushed. Oh my god, fantastic. I've got the...
lit. The path is clear.
Got the curio for this.
You require only the strength to follow it.
And we can leave those torches behind. Fantastic. We already know what the next thing is. We're not going to take any additional stress from walking the corridors. That's us done! Now, like a fool, I didn't remember to,
Your bones return to rest.
like a fool, I didn't remember to start a timer. So I'm just going to probably press on. Just got a comment in as well on a video. Going to be a bit late. I'll probably respond to you in person. But let's just do a quick summary of how we did. Over 15k of gold, which is amazing. A Vestal trinket, which will come in quite useful. 8 busts, 1 portrait, and 4 crests. And Nico de Peak 2, thank you for your comment. That's wonderful. In terms of quirks, Mediator, improves stress reduction while meditating while camping. Yep, no problem there. We are up to level 2 with these guys as well, which means that they should be brave enough to enter in to the Crimson Court. Resilient, plus 10% stress healed, which is not too shabby. Cove Adventure will come in very useful on Fromentin. And Hard Skinned is amazing for a soft little chubba like bows. Occultists can be quite squishy without the right trinkets to make them more survivable.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
Let's do this a read.
The town is abuzz. A crumbling stone entry to a forgotten labyrinthian garden has been uncovered. The discoverer, sadly, has perished from innumerable insect stings. Concern arises,
Which gives me a stress reduction activities in town. Okay. Alright, that's going to be potentially a problem. But we're still going to be okie dokie, I think. Let's have a quick look at the... Well, everything's unlocked now. Nomad Wagon. Hi.
Trinkets and charms.
Yeah.
Gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth.
Bloodthirst Ring. I don't recall any of those in the original game. Could have just missed it, but that looks somewhat vampiric in nature. Again, I rarely use a Nomad Wagon. I find them a bit kind of useless. Trinkets, you know, I'd just rather adventure more and trinket less. In any case, Sanitarium is open, which gives me a chance to get rid of a couple of negative quirks on guys that I would love to get rid of. Probably start things off by opening the number of patient cells and then focusing on reducing the cost of treatment. But we don't have many crests at all. In fact, the crest shortage is the biggest thing holding us back. Survivalist camp.
Wild places. She is a stalwart survivor.
I've been accused
and a
of...
strict instructor.
Whoops. Sorry about that, narrator. I've been accused of neglecting survival skills pretty aggressively. I would rather have increased damage and dodge from blacksmith upgrades than I would, camping skills, generally. But we need to prep up for the next mission. We have a Hellion, which is going to be fantastic, and I think I'm going to get rid of one of these Arbalists as well. Which one do I like the look of more?
Synergy Castellon than Uri. Mercurial, that is pretty rubbish. And yeah, I think you are the one to dismiss, but no, I can't afford. Can't afford upgrading my party size. Let's get rid of you.
Slumped shoulders,
Let's...
wild eyes, and a stumbling gait. This one is no more good to us.
Yes, no good to us at all. Let's get Fergant the Hellion. I should have checked what quirks you have before I grabbed you, but that's actually pretty good. You've got the Iron Swan, you've got the Wicked Hack, and you've got a Bleed Out, which is an amazing useful. Breakthrough I tend to avoid using because while it is a chain attack, I just find that focusing down and killing everyone by the numbers is a better play most of the time. Next up we're going to grab Sydney, have a quick look. Flagellant and Slow Draw, that's going to be something I want to get rid of, but I just love Houndmasters. They are fantastic. Let's grab that, and let's grab the second
faithful beast. A bond
Crusader as well.
forged by battle and bloodshed.
Oh, Fengophobia. That's annoying. We're going to have to spend a lot of money in the sanitarium, clearly, to try and get these guys into a more useful state. But, having mentioned that now, I can start doing some things. Given my shortage of medical ward, we don't have many diseases yet, but we will have diseases and I want to work up towards. No, let's reduce costs at the
Experimental
moment.
techniques and tonics can overcome things a sharpened sword cannot.
Now we're definitely going to bring Fromentin along, and actually we're going to give Fromentin his upgrades before we forget. Let's take those now. Bows as well is due for upgrades there, and that applies both to him in, well, let's have a look. Now, Hand from the Abyss kind of sucks. I love Sacrificial Stab though, so let's grab that. Upgrade Abyssal Artillery, upgrade Leader Construction, and upgrade Vulnerability Hex, and not forget to change these things around. Next up we want to be dropping Dismas. No, he's upgraded-ish. Where is Fromentin? Here we go. Let's upgrade Collect Bounty. Let's upgrade Finish him. I really like Uppercut. Uppercut is really, really useful, but I acknowledge that Mark is also very, very necessary. Let's hold off on making a decision right now, because it's Finish him and Collect Bounty, which are the most important. What we will do, though, is, because we have a slight surplus in monies, we will grab ourselves Duelist Advance, and we will grab Point Blank Shot as well. And that gets this chappy closer to where I like him being. Dismas, let's do a quick scooch around with your abilities, and the way I normally rig these is Advance, Retreat, Shoot Anywhere, and Bleed. Done. Reynald, I want to give you a heal, but I'm going to leave you as you are. I'm not going to upgrade anything else because it's kind of a bit of a waste of money. I will choose one person, however, who has a quirk I need to get rid of. Mercurial, this is a spot. Who am I going to be using a lot of? I'm going to be using a lot of this. Houndmaster, let's get rid of your slow draw because that is pretty rubbish. It's going to cost me a pretty hefty chunk of change to get rid of, but that's acceptable. I need you to be in fighting form. And now, time dependent, I will need to press on to my first mission. Really? Already? Wow, okay. In the courtyard. Activate 3 thronging hives. I can do that. 12 crests. Why I need crests? Ooh, that trinket's changed. Crusader only. Plus 20% healing skills, plus 20% stress healed. I'll forget them. Regret is sin. Plus 20% max HP. It's pretty useful. Alright, let's jump in and grab this. It's a short. Oh, thank goodness, these things finally stack so my inventory isn't full of rubbish. Not going to bring the blood along. That seems to be an item that I collect. That's interesting. Alright, Skeleton Key. We'll take bandages because we're expecting bleeds. I think I'm going to be okay without anti-venoms. We'll have to see how that plays out. We do have like 1.5 healers with us. Stack of torches, stack of food. Let's see how we go in our first adventure in the Crimson Courtyard.
The gardens surrounding the manor were once a point of pride or the diligent custodians I employed. Great banquets and lavish social affairs were hosted here under the stars. Despite the expectation of propriety normally ascribed to those in our position, we mocked the stoic melancholy of the moss-covered fountains and cherubic statues, our salacious trysts half hidden in the hedgerows, our morality slipping ever deeper into the mud.
Okay, so what we're hearing is that, you know, the garden was awesome. He threw some mad parties, and people had sexy times in the hedges. Well, let's see how the story develops.
Soaked and sinking, these stone terraces and sprawling gardens were the site of long-forgotten revelry and well-remembered regret.
Wow, look at this. Look at this artwork. It's beautiful. Alright, let's... Oh, this new zone is so pretty. Bloodlight, plus stress, plus negative bleed resist. Is this what laudanum is for? Ooh, okay, we're taking some gnarly stress here. I don't even know what these things are. Pile of strange bones. A heap of peculiar bones and dusty sinew litters the floor. Bandages, maybe? Let's try. Yes, okay, so that's just a
Glittering
bandage
gold,
equivalent.
trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Yes, the blood. I just found it. It was paid for in the blood. Right, we've got a corridor battle here. Whoa! Look at these ugly critters. Okay, let's have a quick moment, take a closer look. So, manservant, high speed, pretty high dodge, bloodsucker, bleed resist is low, blight stun, move. Okay, so supplicant. What the hell happened to you? It looks like a tick just ate your head and grew from there. Speed low, dodge low, prot high. So this is a tank, and this is the annoying bugger. Relatively low health, relatively... Yeah, okay, let's try for the insta-kill on the manservant. Not quite enough, 7 damage. Let's follow things through and activate a riposte as well. 7 damage and he's gone.
Destroy them.
Ooh, I'm getting nervous. Getting nervous in the service, and I'm not in the right positions for Sacrificial Stab, which is the Bounty Hunter. I'm not sure these ability combos are going to work out the way I want them to. I have to change that up. Okay, this chap is now marked, and his dodge is greatly reduced. Great dodge from the occultist. Sorry I'm being a bit quiet about this. I'm nervous. Okay, so your stun resist is massive, so I'm not even going to try that. Bleed resist is rubbish, so I'll definitely try that. Let's go for smite. 8 damage. You are like someone that I could readily see myself insta-killing. It's point blank shot. Boom.
Decimated.
Okay. So I don't know what abilities they drop yet, and that's going to be a problem for me, but, alright, so Sacrificial Stab only works in position 3, Pistol the Sky is best in position 3, none of your things work in position 3, so let's change out that ability now. Sacrificial Stab, I love you, but Hand from the Abyss is more practical, unless I get shuffled, in which case I have a... Yeah, let's do that. Let's keep things as they are. He's still a support unit, but... Alright, let's go behind this room here and see if there is a battle waiting for me. Yep. Okay. 3 supplicants and a sycophant? Right, high dodge, high speed, well, okay dodge, high speed. These guys are slow balls. The back row is the one that's going to do the most damage. You have a everyone has a low bleed resist, you have 12 HP, everyone has 12 HP. Okay, let's get a caltrop going, which will reduce your speed and accuracy. Nice. That bleed takes 2 damage, and that debuff is in place. I'm going to drop an abyssal artillery, which will get you closer to death. 5 and 4. Alright, and... Thirst. Wow, okay, that's an attack, and... Small damage down, but self-healing. Alright, let's try and get the kill on this chap, because I don't like the idea of self-healing buggeroos. Nice.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
And riposte is active. They don't seem to leave corpses behind either, which is useful. 3 damage taken. Great dodge and great riposte. Beautiful riposte there. Dab the blood of the bounty hunter. Dodge. Okay. His head pops out when he's trying to gather the blood. Ugh, it's ugly. Ugly! Alright, smite on position 2. Not quite an insta-kill. Should have put out in position 1 and had the point-blank shot do the rest. Or I can get the kill this way regardless. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, he's gone. Collect bounty. No chance for an insta-kill, but we may as well do it. Oh, beautiful crit. Spoke too soon. Doubting myself. Nice.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
And I'm guessing I need to burn the thronging hive. I'd be happier if I just saw it burning in the background, but that's okay. Let's press on. Really enjoying exploring dungeons anew, you know, having fresh eyes, and that's just awesome. Right, what is this? Soil is soaked through with half-clotted blood, which seemingly feeds these vital blooms. This looks like an urn. Let's try holy water. That was bad. Okay, I'm gonna make a note. Blood flower. Sorry, guys. Blood flower, not holy water. Thing like mummy equals manages. Sorry about that. Just trying to make notes and figure things out. I might build out a cheat sheet for this down the line if I learn enough. Golly gosh, what do we have? Well, nothing up ahead. We're just taking stress. Light levels aren't a thing. It's just a persistent and permanent thing. Need to figure out how that bloodlight scenario works. Okay, scouting comes through. No reveals, just... What is this? Throbbing cocoons. Shifting and bulging organisms hide behind translucent walls. Well, can we try and set it on fire? Yes, setting it on fire works. Okay, bulging cocoon. Bulging cocoon equals torch. Alrighty, pressing on. Now, while it seems like we've scouted this, I don't think we actually have. We'll have traps, we'll have misery, we'll have curios, everything will come up on us. This is just a long, empty corridor for no good reason. Yeah, no, we just didn't scout it, we just knew it was ahead. Sycophant and Sycophant, Maddening Wipe. 12 stress, minimal damage, Maddening Wine, I'm sorry. 1 damage and stress. Right, let's get a riposte going and try and do some damage on the back row Sycophant. 12 damage, done and done. Riposte activated, and let's finish him off with a collect bounty. Boom. One less action that turn. We'll look at a weird reconstruction on him though. Up by 12 and bleed takes, so a neutral net effect. Let's go for a smite here for the kill. Not quite enough to make it happen. The thirst drops down, 2 damage, and he gains back 4 health. That's workable. Point blank shot for the kill, and we are in the clear.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Let's give somebody this trinket so we don't have to worry about it. Your disease resistance is now horrible, but that's fine. Right, a few bleeds coming through, but nothing to be too worried about. Let's see what we have here. Any crumbling pillar? Okay, that's what that looks like. Let's clear that obstacle and press on. Just keep accruing more stress. Not sure what I need to do about that, but there we go. I'm definitely going to have to hop onto Reddit and figure out what all these new items do. I do not feel like playing trial and error in a game that I'm playing for real. I need to not take my chances. And okay, 2 supplicants, 2 sycophants, and okay. Thirst. Alright, that's a heal to nothing, but you do me some damage, so fair call. Maddening wine. No problem there, just adding to my stress load. Let's heal or abyssal artillery? Let's abyssal artillery. No, let's heal. Let's heal just in case. Just in case, just in case. Crit for 30! Golly gosh. I wish the stress healing could crit for 30. Damn. Alright, equal chance of doing damage. Let's just go for the front row. He's got a buff of plus 20% skill chance, which is going to be quite annoying. Let's just make sure he stays dead. Get a riposte active, and shuffle everyone one step forward. Gather the blood, drops down, 4 damage, but we get better than we give back better than we got. Dodge and riposte. I love ripostes so much. Ripostes are literally the shit. Let's go for guaranteed kill, chance for a kill. Let's do it. Boom! Double kill. Double kill. How beautiful. Alright, we can abyssal artillery, we can mark. Let's... No, that attack only goes into those 2 things. Let's abyssal artillery. Let's abyssal artillery. Bit of a waste. There we go. 5 damage done. Maddening wine. 2 damage. And death by riposte. One might even call it suicide by riposte.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Okay, we know that the blood now. Now we know the blood stacks, which is useful. We'll drop pile of strange bones and hold riches. Great. Pick up a few deeds. Those will be handy, but it's really crests that we're most after. Hunger check. No walking furries there. And no secret rooms that I can see, so let's press onwards. We still have more of these to come. Okie dokie. Alright, 3 different forks for us to follow. What we know is that these things reduce stress when they're burned, and we could use a reduction in stress. Nice. Alright, let's take the high road. See what we have to see. Alright, let's... These look like they could do bleed damage. Bleed damage is impacted. What's negatively impacting that? Really? No, gee, lazy eye. Need to get rid of that lazy eye, that's for sure. Zoophobia, bleed damage is... Resistance the best. Okay, let's drop you in and try that. Pile of strange bones. Cut your fingers, and we pick up a bleed, which is unfortunate, but acceptable. Alright. Manservant and a supplicant. Fine by me. We can take you guys out, no problems. Go for the kill on the manservant first of all. Try and deny them a turn. Didn't quite take though. Gonna have to finish things off right. Oh, dodge. Okay. We'll see for riposte active. Your health is down by 5. Your health is down by 4, and will be down by more. Let's drop a weird reconstruction on the highwayman. Up by 15, and no bleed taken. Thirst drops down, does some damage, but brings about his untimely demise. Predigestion. Ugh, that's ugly. And blight goes down as well. Can't do anything to cure that, so I'm just going to have to grin and bear it. Could try and go for a stun, could try and go for a kill. Should it... Well, stun won't take. Those resistances, I didn't even look. Those resistances are epic. Let's just go ahead and collect the bounty right here and mop things up.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Let's burn another one of these bad boys. There we go. And we're pressing on. Stress is building up, but we keep finding things to burn, which isn't too bad. What the hell is that damned fountain? Let's make a note now. Damned fountain. Let's try it with the holy water, because it looks like a holy water type of thing. And we'll try it with the occultist. Okay. Yep, that is holy water. So we are literally all about getting the censer out, spraying the holy water around, and telling people the power of Christ makes them do certain things. Lost my holy water though, so I won't be able to do any more experiments in a corridor battle coming up that we have foreseen. And let's get right into it. Carrion Eaters, we know you guys very well, and then a Manservant. Munch drops down, but gets dodged. Good job, Crusader. Let's focus collect bounty on the front row to make sure we deny him a turn. And these guys leave no corpses, so the Carrion Eaters... Oh no, they do. They do. I thought they didn't. What the hell is that? Okay, that's a guard buff. It's fine. Let's drop some heals down. Let's start with the Crusader. Wow, 1 health, but no bleed. That's fine. Do a duelist advance on the back row to get our host going. And that elevated protection is up by a lot, to be honest. Can't stun anything that counts, but we can try. Alright, that took care of that problem, I guess. And we start fresh with... Great, 1 dead Carrion Eater, no problem there. And the initiative is with us. Let's again try and drop that heal on the Crusader again. Still 1, but no bleed. This is the slowest heal train ever. Your prot is still in place though, but you have a stun resist now. We could try and do Death Bite now, I think. Yeah. Boom. Alright. Good round, good match. More of all the things. Sorry there, my tummy is rumbling. I should probably get some lunch after this, because I skip breakfast to play immediately. Alright, bleed resist is... Actually, it's blight that you do, so who has a good blight resist? Alright, you do. Come on. Why aren't you... Oh, we already... Yeah, we've already done you, that's why. Silly me! Silly me! Alright, let's take the next available fork and see what we can see. And behind door number 2 we have just some enemies, but we have the jump on them, which gives us the advantage. Carrion Eater will hopefully be killed with the duelist advance, but we have a... Now let's get the kill that we can get first of all. Boom.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Let's follow on with the collect bounty here. Not quite enough for the kill, but that's alright. Dropping a Abyssal Artillery on the back rows, because actually the heals could be useful. Yes, heals are useful. We get 1, and we get 2 ones, which is what we got before, but now they're together, so they're actually useful. Good stuff. Let's drop a smite down here, take this chap out, and deny them another action. The Thirst drops in for 2 damage, and cancel relevant heal, Infallible Servitude. Right, that's that guard attack, which is quite frustrating. The Thirst now drops on the Crusader, who takes 4 damage. Again, he heals himself up by nothing, but this guy's accuracy and speed is self-debuffed, it seems like. Nice, riposte. No damage, and only good things. Let's drop a Winter Construction on the Bounty Hunter. 0. Oh, at least we can get a bleed out of it, that's fine by me. Yeah, we know it's not going to kill this guy, it's going to go to the guy, but it's going to kill the other guy, so that works. That's just fine by me. Let's collect a bounty on the front row. No kill, unfortunately, but we do some pretty healthy damage, and let's finish things through. Done. I feel confident enough in our food situation to, Right, only 1 stack of food left.
Sedated.
Alright, which way to go? Do I press on or do I go back? I'm going to go back and see. I'm going to go back. Go back. Because I'm worried I'm going to miss one of the things that I need. This is... For an apprentice short dungeon, this one is going for a really long time. So if you guys are hoping for a short one, I'm sorry. Didn't know it was coming. And that's part of the thrill. I don't know what's coming, so I can just, you know... What the hell? Alright, let's see what we find here. These things... Blood flower. Blood flower is not holy water. Is it medicinal herbs? No effect. Not medicinal herbs. Right. Note made. Is it a torch? Not torch. Okay. Don't have any bandages, so let's just take a chance on Dismas. Nothing to offer. Okay, it could just be one of those things that has no unlock. It could just be rubbish. That's okay. 3 sycophants and a manservant. Maddening wine. That's so maddening. Oh, that stress is going to build up really fast. That's fine, you can guard him. I don't mind. We've got other guys to... bigger fish to fry. Oh! Reynolds' stress is going through the roof. Try Fiends to kill in position 3. Beautiful critical shot. Beautiful, beautiful work. Next up, let's just drop an Abyssal Artillery because... or I can drop a Vulnerability Hex. Or I can drop an Abyssal Artillery. Abyssal Artillery is dodged! Okay, turn wasted. Turn wasted, it happens. Alright, Duelist Advance. 6 damage, not too shabby. He'll be dead next turn. Riposter active, and let's do a chain attack, which I think is going to disregard that guard. Yes, it does. Okay, 3 and 6. So we're in a good way for next turn. Maddening Wine. Oh, stop stressing me out, man. Alright, so there's clearly a tactic here of just driving these guys into a virtue check. The thirst drops down. That's 2 damage. But no other ill effects. Point blank shot because why not? That guy's insta-killed. Only 5 damage. We're 1 point shy of getting the kill that we want. Let's finish him and rely on... Actually, should I be? No, I should be stress healing. But I only take care of 7 stress, so that may not be effective. If he keeps targeting me, and he keeps targeting... Okay, let's just smite, get the kill, hope for some stress relief from crits, and just deal with it.
Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Alright, there's that hunger check. Hopefully we get no more. May have been a bit premature with eating that food, but, you know, that's how it happens sometimes. Let's press on through, and wow, his Reynolds stress is just massive. I do not know if he's going to make it through this dungeon without a virtue check, and I can do nothing for him on that. What I can do, though, is remove Barristan's head and give that to somebody else, because that's the thing which is amping up his stress massively. Stun skill stand, chance, reduce dodge. What's his dodge is 15. Let's do that. Okay. Our inventory is slightly freer, and hopefully I've mitigated some of that stress that's been coming through. I guess that's the reason why they focused on him, because he had the highest stress yield. Alright, pressing on into undiscovered territory now. We don't know what these things do, so we'll take the chance on the occultist. That gave me a scout. Okay, curio, battle, obstacle, trap. Alright, well I've got a shovel to deal with those, so that's not too shabby. And somehow blood flowers give us map reveals. What the hell is that? Hooded shrew. What the hell is that? I could burn you? I'm just going to make a note of the shrew as I try these things out. What if I set you on... Actually, let's give her some medicinal herbs first. Nope. Okay. Let's give you a torch. Nope. Let's just take a chance. Disease. Maybe I'll just leave those alone, because what was that, rabies, or was that scurvy? Scurvy. Negative 40 beat resist, negative 40 move resist. Okay, that's nasty, but not world ending. Right, let's carry on into the room battle. Let's see if there's anything else along the way. The answer is a big fat negatory there. No problem. Room battle.
Hideous mutation.
What the hell?
And abhorrent.
I may have the wrong party for this. I may really have a bad party for this. These bull rushes, okay, let's... Let's try and bleed him. Crit for 1. Nothing takes. Right, Abyssal Artillery. That's fine. He dodges. This could be a real problem, guys. Duelist Advance. That's some damage, but if I have to do this by Duelist Advance alone, we're going to have just a horrible time. That's some pretty major party damage and stress. Literally no point attacking these things. Let's deal with some of our own stress, I guess. I'm not sure I can finish this one. I might need to run away. Okay, alright, you're advancing. That's fine. That's fine. I can work with that. Can't open vein. And there's no point doing that damage, but I may as well get another duelist advance in, so yep, fine. No point shooting the reeds. Teeth Rake, 4 damage. Wow, okay, so whoa! Okay. 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 That's a good heal. That's a good heal. But we give ourselves a bleed, so we're going to be perpetually in the muck. Let's try to get this guy bleeding again. God damn it. 0 damage, and the bleed is resisted. He's got... Oh! Okay, 7 damage isn't too bad, and at least he's juggled into a useful disposition. But those bleeds are pain. Take the turn to, again, self-heal and de-stress, because it's all the Crusader can reasonably do. God damn. Submerge, where are you going? That's a dodge buff for 1 round. What the hell are you? What the actual hell are you? Let's limit your prod if we can. That's something at least. Apex Predator. Damn! Alright. Let's advance so we can get back into better positions. Ah, self-heal, guys. Self-heal. Self-heal so much. 5 up. I'll take it. Smite. 11 damage. That's something. We're making, like, minimal progress. Teeth Rake. 6 damage and a beautiful crit riposte. That is fantastic. And everyone is in a position which they can do something, which is just fine by me. But those bleeds are going to really add to my misery. Point blank shot, 13 damage, and push back to position 2. Teeth Rake on the Bounty Hunter, 3 damage. And we're surviving. No bleeds there. Let's keep healing the very, very squishy Occultist up by 11, which is just fine by me, and he has 1 turn of bleed left. Collect Bounty. Yeah, just direct damage. 16! Good crit. Alright. RNGesus is smiling on me after having first tested my resolve. Let's drop the smite in place. 13 damage. That's something. Not getting any stuns on this guy, not that I have the chance to. 14 damage, 15 damage, and you have some big bleeds coming, so let's drop that bounty hunter up by 5, and no penalty. Okay, getting worried, but can't do anything to help there. Let's activate a riposte. 5 damage. Teeth Rake, thank you for attacking the tank, and it's a great dodge, so no hardship there. Collect bounty again, not marked, but what can I do? 16 crit. Oh, so many critical hits. Right, Submerge, you've got a turn with elevated dodge and 12 healing. Wow, okay. Let's try for the stun, I guess. Dodge, okay, that's to be expected. Oh, the bleed. Let's try and drop a bleed on you. That takes damage, and the bleed takes. Alright, down to 13 again. So you're literally back to where you started. 10 damage on the Crusader, that's fine. He's got the health to spare, and let's hope for getting close enough to get a kill. 2 damage, no! Please don't kill. 6 damage only. Down to 9 hit points. This is intensely stressful. I've got to heal up the Crusader. Up by 13. Fantastic heal there, and no additional bleed. Let's go into the kill, and that Crocodilian is done. That was substantial.
This expedition at least promises success.
Alright, but that was worth it as well, because that Highwayman thing is amazing. Plus 45% virtue chance is epic. Plus 2 speed. Plus 10 dodge. These are all fantastic. But I don't know how I'm going to live through this. If I come up against another one of those, I'm going to have to run, because I can't take this. Hunger check.
No force of will can overcome a failing body.
That's going to be a virtue check for sure. Yep. Selfish. Damn it.
Self-preservation is paramount, at any cost.
The shovel gone. We have a trap of some kind coming up.
Injury and despondence set the stage.
Why
for
didn't I see it?
heroism
We dodged,
or
but
cowardice.
let's... Hopefully the last thing I have to do here. Please. Yes. Thank God. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh my God. That was... Yes. Go. Run. Run back to the hamlet.
In those younger years, my home was a hive of unbridled hedonism,
Pretty.
a roiling apiary where instinct and impulse were indulged with wild abandon. A bewitching predator slipped in amidst the swarm of tittering sycophants. Though outwardly urbane, I could sense in her a mocking thirst. Driven half-mad by cloying vulgarity, I plotted to rid myself of this lurking threat in a grand display of sadistic sport. But as the moment of murder drew nigh, the gibbous moon revealed her inhuman desires in all their stultifying hideousness.
Wait, so you thought someone was annoying and you just killed them at a party? Or at least tried to? I mean, I know my ancestor does some pretty messed up stuff, but he really has this shit coming to him. Like, he's literally doing this to himself. Oh, golly golly. Alright, so, for a brief moment, my crest problem is over. Not a very lucrative map, but that's going to be useful, that's for sure. That's actually going to be immensely useful. On the upgrade front, Reynold is going to have to spend some time dealing with his problems. Dacnomania, that prot is lovely. Dismas picks up Cytomania, obsession with food, Clodder, and Tapeworm. So again, good cause to both cure you and de-stress you, and I think I'm going to be keeping these guys as 2s on the cusp of an upgrade for a bit. Whew!
These swarming fiends carry a pernicious plague. A sickness so virulent, so insidious. It is more a curse than a mere disease.
Okay. Let's give this a nice, ominous read.
Insidious infestation. The hamlet has been restored to a livable level of degeneracy once more. The dispersal of this pestilence to the surrounding environs, however, seems inevitable.
So all regions will experience a growing infestation. I don't know what that means, and it worries me. It worries me a lot. But, to wrap things up, Sydney, literally Sydney, okay, yeah, sure, fine, had slow draw removed, which is very, very handy, and we have some upgrades. We also need to deal with the crude stress and misery we've picked up. I'll do a bit of selling of trinkets, just as an FYI. Sell a few trinkets and put some people in sanitariums and whatnot off camera, because I think this episode has gone long enough. In the meantime, I'm having so much fun. That first Crimson Court run was intense, and it felt like it was never ending, and I love learning how things work again, even if it's kind of boring watching me twiddle on a little post-it note making notes as to how things work. In the meantime, I've been Ahdoom. I've been having a great time. I hope you have too. If you have, hit that like button. If you want to get more of these videos every day, hit the subscribe button on the screen as well, and I'll throw up a playlist of the entire playthrough so you can catch up if you are starting late. In the meantime, I've got some stuff to do, and I will catch you guys next time.